All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. So I want to talk about something, man. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of, how can I put this? I noticed something with NBA fans, and I noticed something with the NBA is that we give a lot of players that all-star title because they made the all-star game. And I'm here to tell you, and this is a very educational video. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of players in the NBA who are not all-stars. I'm sorry, I don't see it with them. I don't see anything special about them. I don't see anything about them. And I'm going to make Darius Garland the poster boy of this video because Darius Garland's a good example. We're going to get to another good example of someone who, quote, has the all-star title, but when you watch him play, when you see his, quote, impact on the court, you can tell he's just a flat-out role player. He's not an all-star. Sorry, he's just not an all-star. Now, my definition of all-star is you have to, I'm not saying you got to be, I know there's a lot of people, who don't understand my definition of superstar, star, and all-star. Superstar, that's the LeBrons, the Currys, the KDs, the Kawhis, the Giannis's, the Nikola Jokic's now. Those are the guys, who win MVPs. They win Defensive Player of the Year awards. They won Finals MVPs. Those are the the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys, in their prime. You could put them on any team. They make an impact and they're threatening to go to the finals. Besides maybe KD, but KD is more of a weapon. He's a weaponal superstar, just like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and probably even Kawhi to a certain extent. Then you have the star players. The star players are like Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. I'll say the star players. Yes, Jason Tatum. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell. Like those guys can get you to the playoffs. They have impact. They have impact on the court. Anthony Davis when he was with the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, James Harden with the Rockets, Westbrook with OKC. Those are the star players. They can get you 40, 50 wins by themselves, get you to the playoffs, and maybe get you to a second round, maybe even a conference championship. Then you have the all-stars. The all-stars are either superstars, star players, or guys who are on the come-up. You know what I'm saying? Those are all-star players, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, Darius Garland is not that guy. He's nowhere near a superstar. Nowhere near what's his name? A star player. He's not even an all-star. But he has this label because he's made a few all-star teams. But here's my thing, though. The reason why Darius Garland made the all-star team is because, let's be for real, Trae Young, besides Trae Young, how many more point guards were, and Jalen Brunson came to the East, how many more point guards were there in the East? Besides Trae Young. Jalen Brunson came last year. Tyrese Halliburton's having his up-and-coming party this year. What's his name? Damian Lillard just came to the East this year. And now that you see, those are all-star players. Put Damian Lillard also in the star player category. He's an all-star. Darius Garland's not an all-star. He makes no impact. And before I get to that, shout out to my boy LB Cards, the Browns fan. He knows who I'm talking about. What's up, bro? This is not me taking a shot at your Cleveland Cavaliers. I know you're a huge Cleveland guy. Love your support. Love that you comment, like the videos and stuff like that. So this is not me taking a shot at the Cleveland Cavaliers or even Darius Garland, to be honest with you. This is just me waking up the NBA fans and saying, listen, Darius Garland's nothing special. He's a mid role player. I'm watching Darius Garland in these playoffs, and I watched him throughout the last couple of years, especially since when Donovan came to the Cavs. He's mid. He's not a point guard, bro. I don't know what I'm going to keep it real with you. He low-key might be a bench player. Just the way how he dribbles, he's a point guard and he makes horrible passes. He dribbles under the rim. He drives to the rim and dribbles under it and is doing all this crazy moves. Like I said on my stream last Sunday, he's like a 5-year-old or like someone who's just now learning 2K, trying to figure out the dribble and shoot the ball. It is beyond ridiculous how bad he's played in these playoffs and how bad he's played throughout the regular season, just all of this. But he has an all-star to his resume, and people think he's an all-star. He's not an all-star. He's not a star player. He's not a superstar player. He's not even on an up-and-coming rising star player like SGA or Ant or Ja Morant when he's healthy. Nowhere near that. Zion. Like, look at Tatum. Tatum's an all-star. You know what I'm saying? I'm using Tatum. I'm going to leave out all the superstars like the LeBrons and stuff like that. You know, let's just look at guys who have accomplished more by being a star. Jayson Tatum's been to a finals. He's been to multiple conference championships. He should be in the MVP race, but you know, it is what it is. He's an all-star. He can get you, honestly, to be honest with you, Jayson Tatum can get you to a second round. Well, I mean, I know he got bounced in the first round by the Nets one year, but he's proven that he can get you to the playoffs. Darius Garland has not proved that. Jayson Tatum is an all-star. Another example of this, and this is not me being biased towards Darius Garland. Julius Randle's not an all-star. Sorry, and I love the Knicks, man. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm hoping we win. But I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I'm hoping we won. Or, you know, against the Pacers. But Julius Randle's not an all-star. He brings no impact. I'm going to keep it real with you. Any Knicks fan who knows ball will tell you we are a better team without Julius Randle. Julius Randle impacts nothing besides negative energy, turnovers, and ball hogging. And he's not even good at it. He's not even good enough to be a ball hog. If this was prime Carmelo, fine, be a ball hog. Because anytime he steps back, it's most likely going in. Julius Randle does that caveman step back. It's missing. He's going to complain about a foul and play no type of defense. He's going to drive to the cup and turn the ball over. Just like Darius Garland. The only difference is Garland's more willing to pass than Julius Randle. Julius Randle is not an all-star. The reason why he made the all-star teams the last couple of years is let's be for real. Besides Giannis, what good power forwards were in the East at the time? Kevin Durant was playing the 3 with the Nets because you had Kyrie, you had Harden, and you had Kevin Durant at the 3. So they counted him as a 3. And Kevin Durant was injured for a year when he was with the Nets and been injury-prone throughout his whole career with the Nets. Then you had Giannis. I mean, besides Giannis, there was no good power forward. Siakam was, there. Siakam, even though I think Siakam is way better than Julius Randle, Siakam was on a horrible team. He doesn't put up 20 points like Julius Randle on a consistent basis. But Siakam, I can say this, Siakam makes more of a bigger difference on a team than Julius Randle. And now that we have Paolo here, who's an all-star, an up-and-coming rising star, Paolo, his 2 years in the NBA has done more than Julius Randle has done in the last 10 years. What has Julius Randle done to warrant the all-star label? How is this guy a 3-time all-star? I don't understand it. But I will bet anybody in the chat money. Now with Giannis, if Giannis is healthy, Siakam being on a team that's actually contending, and he can actually score points. And with Paolo here, Julius Randle will not sniff the all-star team next year. He will not sniff it at all. Paolo, Giannis, and Siakam, if all healthy, will be above him. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Paolo went 7 games with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's not the reason why they lost. He put up 39 and 10. It's just they have no one around him. And going back to Darius Garland, Cavs, let me ask you something. If you guys had Trae Young, don't you think you guys would be beating the Cavs? Can you imagine a lineup with Trae and Donovan? And I get Trae Young. I know a lot of people don't like him, especially me. I'm a Knicks fan. Well, I have, love-hate for Trae Young. But at the same time, at least with Trae Young, for the most part, he's an all-star. He can carry, if healthy, I know he wasn't healthy this year. If healthy, he can get you to a playoffs. He's been to an Eastern Conference championship. He took the Celtics last year 5 games or 6 games or whatever the case may be. He's hit game-winning shots. He's a true all-star. Darius Garland's not. And once again, we have to put the all-star label on him because he made an all-star. All-stars make impacts. They can at least get you to the playoffs. What was Darius Garland doing before Donovan Mitchell got there? He was a play-in tournament guy? You serious? Not all-star level. You have to at least elevate your team. But that's my thoughts. What are yours? And do you agree with my definition of all-star, especially watching Darius Garland play in the playoffs? Do you agree? Yes or no? RJ out.